In this episode, continuing from my last journey, I further explore and refine my fine art style. My motto, stillness in motion, is something that can be achieved quite easily through mastering long exposure. However, expressing emotion in black and white turned out to be a different story. Still, I'm happy with the results. Enjoy. So whilst I was resting for a month, I had 2 videos in my bag, which was the last 2 videos that you saw, and after that I just couldn't make any more videos because of panic attacks every day. But since like a few days ago I started to feel fine, so here I am making videos for you. Well, a video for you. Yeah. Now, panic attacks is like, they're like this relative, snobbish relative living abroad and sometimes coming to your place without permission and just stays in your home for like 3 to 4 weeks and limiting you, you know, keep telling you what to do and what not to do, and you know, all those things. It's just rather irritating. And I'm high on Xanax almost every day, so yeah, but that doesn't stop me from making photos. Now, what I'm trying to do here is to find solidity and isolation at the same time with this subject. So I'm shooting a sea stag with 2 peaks, and it's just standing there lonely, you know, under the empty sky. And that's because not only I'm trying to find what my fine art style is these days, but I'm also studying black and white photography more and more deeply, and that's what I'm trying to do with this photo. I'm going to convert it to black and white and somehow express my solidity feeling and isolation in that photo. So yeah, I hope it turns out great. Here's the shot. When I was shooting this scene, I didn't notice the clouds in the sky. They were there, but the haze was covering everything, making them almost invisible. However, my camera captured them, adding interesting textures above the lone sea stack and enhancing the overall mood. In my last video, many of you mentioned blending the horizon into the scene. And I'd like to share that I learned this technique from Mr. Gary Go's fine artwork. So for the past month, I read a book, and the book is called Ansel Adams, An Autobiography. And that book really changed how I see photography. So in that book, Ansel said that photography is a medium of art where you have to express yourself. It's about expressionism rather than documentation. That's what he said. When it comes to fine art photography, which is something that I'm trying to figure out these days, I think he's absolutely right, that you have to express what you felt and express what your emotions were or are in front of that beautiful scene that you're trying to shoot. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do today. So what you see here is that there are 3 sea stacks that are submerged, halfly submerged, and there's an island right here, or somewhere here, there. And what I'm trying to express here is how I felt when I was in my school, back in my school days. Basically, that island is me, way behind other kids, just being alone in a hazy horizon, and those sea stacks quite prominent. Other kids, yeah. So I never had that many friends, and I was always alone because I'm a third culture kid. So yeah, reminds me of my school days. Anyways, let's shoot this. So ISO 100, f11, 30 seconds. I've got my polarizer and my 10-stop on, and this will be fine. However, it's a little bit breezy now, so therefore I think I'm gonna have to focus stack. So When this 30-second shot comes out, I'll see it, and if it's too hazy, then I'll make a fast shutter speed photo and then combine the C-stacks and the island with the 30-second long exposure. There we go. So yeah, it's all about expression. Well, but it's only my expression, so you might feel something else. Now, I'm still new to this expressionism photography, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now. But I know for sure that photography is subjective, so tell me your story and tell me what you think about this photo. I like this image because it feels both symmetrical and asymmetrical at the same time. I'm drawn to the sense of loneliness the island conveys behind the 3 prominent C-stacks. My school days felt much like what the island represents: solitude. But often, sadness can lead to meaningful images. That's why I'm satisfied with this one. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna find the foreground interest and shoot it with my favorite lens, which is the 16 to 35, my favorite lens. So let's shoot this. And always when you're on a sandy beach, close your bag fully, because otherwise, you know, the sand will come in by the breeze or the wind or whatever. Man, I hate it when it happens. So one funny thing about this island, Jebu Island, is that when it's submerged, like, I mean, when the high tide comes in, you cannot leave. You're basically stuck in this island. And that's exactly what my situation is right now. I'm stuck here. Now, I did that on purpose because I wanted to see what the high tide can do with those C-stacks. Because so far, I've only made photos of those C-stacks up close. But now I'm shooting them from afar. And I never done that before. I've never done it. So I wanted to see what it looks like when the tide is very high. And so far, I think I would say it's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm stuck here until like 2 hours later, but it's worth it. It's worth it. All right, so I've got my next shot right here. Now, I'm currently at 16mm fully wide, and that's because I want to shoot the waves coming in, and that'll be, you know, coming from the bottom third to the middle of the frame, like going across from the right to left. And on the top third will be the C-stacks and the island and the beautiful sky. So just need to wait for the perfect wave to come in. I'm currently at ISO 100, f11, 1 second, and shot. There we go. Now let's check. Ah, beautiful. The lines are absolutely gorgeous. And then I'm gonna shoot the C-stacks and the island as well. There we go. Now, I shot only 2 photos instead of 3 photos because I don't need to focus on the middle ground, as the middle ground will be just blurry mess with the water and the waves coming in and going out. So I don't really need to focus on that because all I need is just sharp foreground and sharp background, which are the C-stacks and the island. And now the clouds are absolutely gorgeous. There are like lines like this. So I think if I convert to black and white and boost the contrast a little bit, it'll be absolutely delicious. All right, so when the photo's done, when the focus stacking is done, here's the shot. At first, I wanted to keep this as a color image, but then I converted it to black and white, thinking it might better express the emotions I felt while creating it. It was a challenge, to be honest, but in the end, I managed to make it work. I'm not completely satisfied with it, but I think the calm and peaceful feeling of the seascape is well captured. Alright, so far I've been shooting from this angle, from south to south. So now I'm gonna go down towards the beach and shoot it from a different angle and see how the photos will turn out. South from south, does that make sense? Because that's towards the south. So basically, yeah. All right, let's get to it. All right, so from here I made 2 shots. Now the first shot was only this C-stack, just this C-stack alone in the center of the image, and that's it. And the second photo is with these C-stacks together. Now in black and white, these 2 C-stacks will look like one giant C-stack. So basically this will dominate the left side and this will dominate the right side. Now I don't know which one I will choose, because I know for sure there's a better one than another one. But I just don't know which one it is right now, because the screen is quite small and I need to check it with my large monitor. So when I do, and when I choose the photo, here's the shot. It's gonna be either very minimalistic with only this one inside, or quite interesting, a little bit less minimalistic with these 3 C-stacks all together in one shot. There we go. But isn't it beautiful, isn't it? Oh man, I love it. I love it. It's just, this scene is gorgeous.
I eventually chose this image over the one with the 3 C-stacks grouped together, as I felt it conveyed a stronger sense of solidity and isolation. I've created many images similar to this, but repetition leads to refinement. This is definitely one of my fine art pieces. I value simplicity, and this image couldn't be any simpler.
Alright guys, so that's it for today. I hope you liked the video and the shots as well. Now, I'm sorry I haven't been consistent because, you know, panic attacks are quite hard to manage. So, but I think I'm back. So, from now on, I think I can upload weekly. Therefore, please don't forget to subscribe and press the like button if you like this video. And if you didn't like this video, then press the dislike button but twice. And here's an important tip. Always bring your lens cloth. Subscribe. All right, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Yeah, I just realized I was holding the subscribe thing upside down like this. What an idiot. There you go. Yeah, subscribe, please. Thank you. All right. What an idiot.